Oh, no. Sorry. I do that every week. I always have the link to the YouTube open, and then I hear it double time.
You've succeeded once out of 10.
Yeah, once out of 10. All right. It's Ryan Smith, Andrew Cassidy with you for another episode of NFL Week 9 picks and best bets and Thursday night football preview. But with us, we have a special guest, Dan Cochimilio of the NorCal Sports Network. We had to bring a ringer on because we were able to book a very high-profile guest. Very, very, very big in the sports zeitgeist right now. Let's just bring him in. We have former San Francisco Giants manager, current Texas Rangers manager, current World Series champion manager, Bruce Bochy with us. Hey, Bruce, how are you doing?
We're doing great. Hard to complain. How you all doing?
Hey, great, Bruce. Great. Congratulations last night.
Thank you very much. It was a hell of a series, and very glad we came out on top. Boys fought their asses off, and was able to get the job done.
Yeah, my first question is is actually going to start with me playing a video of something I saw on Twitter. Bruce, I don't know if you're on Twitter. You don't really seem like the burner type of guy.
No, not too much. No.
Here you were on ESPN. You were asked about getting after it. So I'm referring to last night.
To have been through some torture, I couldn't be happier. Can't wait to get back to Texas and celebrate with them. Thank you. It's going to be good to get after it tonight. I'm going to have some fun with these boys. I'll keep up with them.
I bet you will. Thank you, Bruce. Congrats.
Oh.
So were you able to keep up with the young bucks?
Yeah, it was a long night, but I was able to stay up early into the morning. I would say, man, it was something else. But when you got something as special as we did to celebrate about it, really makes it a lot more worth it. And, I'm so proud to feel the way, as bad as I feel now. Having the trophy.
Bruce, are you you got your fourth last night? Yeah. A lot of people would be kind of like, "Hey, go out on top." How do you feel? I mean, I know it's only been less than 24 hours, but are you gearing up and ready to go to bring a fifth home?
Dan, it's something I got to talk to, have a conversation with the family about once the dust settles here. We got a lot of great events planned ahead in the next week or so that we're going to have a blast as we bring this thing back to Texas. But like I said, that's a conversation that needs to happen with us internally. And, obviously, if it feels right to come back and do this thing, that'll be the case. But for now, we're just really enjoying this one.
Now, is there one of the four that's sweeter than the others? Or, can you rate them at all?
The best answer I could give you, Dan, is the next one.
This guy, he's had too many years of training with the press, Dan. You're not gonna trick him into any sensationalist answers.
I'm sorry, Dan, with the next one.
Yeah, you did mention though the other night that, and I know some Giants fans were a little bit, discouraged, disappointed. I'm not sure which adjective to use, but you said that this group that you have is the most resilient group of guys you've ever been associated with.
Yeah.
Is that just superlatives, flying through the air at the moment, or do you really feel like that team was better than some of those Giants teams that, your 2012 team, for example, was down 2-0 against Cincinnati, comes back, wins it. The next series, you're down 3-1. You were in dire straits there in 2012, more so than even in 2023, Bruce. As a Giants fan, I kind of felt like, hey, you're kind of throwing a little shade at the 2012 team. Did you get any slack at all or flack from many of the former players, or did Flannery give you a call and want to kick your butt, or I mean, come on, what's going on, Bruce?
Well, here's the deal: is I think one of the reasons they made that 2012 team so special is they know that anything said in a situation like that where they know the emotion is as high as it was in both situations. I'm very comfortable with the group that was a part of that year, part of that journey, and I think everyone's on the same page about how I feel about them, and any misinterpretations by the fans. I think if you've been watching us long enough, they're pretty confident how I feel about them as well.
Have you been in touch with Aubrey Huff lately?
I'm not going to comment on that right now.
Understandable. What about George W? Did you see him out there last night? Was he with the team?
I did not get to see him last night. Obviously was able to see him throw the first pitch of the game. Andrew, you had a bit of criticisms there, but I didn't get to see him, unfortunately.
Bruce, I know you heard from some of your former players, coaches. Did you hear from anybody from the Giants ownership group? Congratulatories last night.
Yeah, I heard from a lot of special people last night. I won't get into any specifics, obviously, but I've got a great support staff back in the Bay Area, and super, super proud to get the support from them.
Now,
Bruce,
go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, Bruce, I was going to ask you, as a West Coast podcast here and as an A's fan, huge Marcus Semien guy, born in San Francisco, grew up in Oakland, went to Cal. What did it mean to him, and how was he in the locker room last night?
Yeah, I mean, he really came up strong there, especially with that swing there at the end. I know that's a special moment for him, a special moment for his family, and a special moment for his career. I think Marcus has demonstrated nothing but being a leader in the clubhouse throughout the season, and I think tonight in the locker room as the celebration proceeded, I think that leadership was really, really well shown there.
Wow, Bruce. It had to. It just had to be a great feeling. But when you took the job with Texas, your goal obviously was to win the World Series. But be honest with us. What did you going into the season? Did you really deep down in your guts feel like this was a good probability, or were you somewhat dismayed or shocked that this actually happened this quick, your first year back?
Well, you look at the roster, you see the group of guys you got on there, and I think anything's possible there. Siegs and obviously Marcus, like you said, and then the staff. Obviously, we lose DeGrom early, but aside from that, I think we were in the fight all the way through, and does the emotions overtake you when you win? Yes, but at the same time, I wouldn't say I'm surprised to get in the group we got.
Now, one question I have for you, because after the Seattle series to end, you need just to win 2 out of 4. Texas goes into the Arizona, sweeps 3. In fact, look at it now. Diamondbacks lost their last 6 games at home to Texas. Got swept at home by 3 from the Astros and 3 by the Rangers. But when you lost that division 1-0, the way you lost it, you had 4 or 5 days off staring in front of you, and now you got to hop on a plane and fly about as far as you can from the northwest corner to the southeast corner of the United States. What did you say specifically to your ball club that was able to help you guys overcome what looked like insurmountable odds to go through Tampa, then to Baltimore, and then have to go on the road? What was that plane ride? The locker room was devastated. I mean, what did you do? Did you do anything, or did you use your experience to tell people everything's going to be okay? Or I mean, what was the moment like? What'd you do to help salvage this?
Yeah, I think we're lucky to have some players that have been in those spots before. And I say the overarching message was just, control what we can control. Obviously, whether it comes to travel, keeping our bodies healthy, prepared to play. It was just making sure that everything that's within our control, we are controlling. But postseason, it's a long season, so we took it on as a challenge, and I think everything turned out just fine.
All right, Bruce. I just got a message from the PR staff saying you got a hard out here at 3:45, but with maybe a minute and a half left, this is about to transition into an NFL podcast. I was wondering if you've been watching the NFL at all this year, and if you had any picks this weekend. Anybody you like?
Yeah, I've been a little busy this week. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one, but yeah. Let's see. I mean, I love Miami. I always have. I love that coach they got. You never know what he's thinking. The glasses, and then let's see.
I saw Dak Prescott came out to support a couple games. They've got a big one going into Philly.
You know what? Jerry may rip my head off if I don't say the Cowboys. So you know what? I'll lock in the Cowboys as well. And in the event that I'm back in Texas again, that I'm alive and well. So yeah, I have to take Cowboys too.
All right, Bruce. Well, thank you so much. The always versatile Bruce Bochy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that, the Bochy parlay.
Absolutely. And then just another game. I see Texas Tech is starting up at 4 p.m. and then we got Duke starting at 4:30 too. FS1 and ESPN. Yeah. So I got those twisted together too, so that may be helpful.
Hey Bruce, I got one last one for you before you got to run, but this is kind of a little personal. I know the joke about the size of your hat, your head. It was told that you could fit a 6-pack in almost anybody's hat in the game, but with yours size head, that they were able to fit a 6-pack along with a bucket of ice in your hat, and that was in your locker room one year. What's that like?
I'll tell you what. Last night we had 4 of them down.
All right. Thank you so much, Bruce.
Hey, you guys take care.
Yeah, congratulations again. You're the best.
You're the best.
No, not a problem. Anytime, boys. Take care.
Yeah. Bruce Bochy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, who could have thought we could get that guy? I thought he'd be just hung over until Sunday. Well, now that Bruce is gone, Dan, we're about to go through every game, give our best bets. Do you have any feel for this weekend? I mean, the Niners aren't playing. It's kind of nice. You get to just take in the league. And there's like 3 marquee matchups. The Kansas City game, obviously, in Germany, and Kansas City, Miami, then Dallas, Philly, and Bengals, Bills.
Bills, yeah. Well, here's where I did on all those. I took Philly.
Love it.
Kind of hoping Dallas wins, but just because of the Niners, get Philly another loss. And I took KC. It's not a home game, really. It's not in Kansas City. It's in London.
Germany, actually.
Germany.
Okay, I knew it was somewhere over there.
Yeah. First NFL game ever in Germany.
Okay, so I'm taking Kansas City, and then I took Cincinnati over Buffalo. It's at Cincy. But my lock of the week
Lock.
is
Oh,
I gotta look at my picks here. Hold on. The season. Let me look at my list. My picks are I'm in 4 pools. I was 6-0 in a survivor, and it was a huge survivor league, like 10,000 plus people.
Oh, so
And
not the one I was in last year?
no, this is called the season.
The season.
It's a group out of the Bay Area, runs this huge thing. It's pretty hot. $60, you get like 6 pools.
Yeah.
It's great. Anyway, I had the I messed up. I picked a few weeks ago. It says I lost because my pick didn't go through. I think the computer glitched, and I had to pick. I would have been 7-0, and then I would have won last shoot. So I'd be down to like
how many
the
were
last
left?
1,000.
Yeah, how many are left?
It says the big survivor started with 11,339, 1,785 left. Dang, man. But my picks this week, my lock, they opened up a Survivor 3 pool. I picked Cleveland. That's my pick. Cleveland over Arizona, right? Is it Arizona?
Yeah. It's like 8.5 against Arizona. Yeah, 8.
Yeah, I didn't even look where the game was at. Where is it at?
You're taking Cleveland?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
lock.
I mean, Cleveland's at home. Who's their quarterback this week?
Doesn't
PJ
matter.
Walker. It doesn't matter.
No,
Doesn't matter.
the Cardinals.
Oh, some guy named is it Hall or
Yeah.
Toll or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably going to be a shit show.
Oh, wait. Kyler's active, technically?
Yeah, he's active, but they said this other guy's going to start.
Yeah.
What if we see a surprise Kyler? We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Also, Cassidy, I think Eddie K's right. The first Germany game was Tampa Bay versus the Seahawks in Munich, but this is the first one not in Munich. It's the first one in Frankfurt.
I stand corrected.
Matt says, "Why am I wearing a Rangers hat?" I rooted for them in the American League this year and wanted Bochy to win, and I bought this hat early on in the season, and I'm celebrating with Bruce Boch.
Yeah, baby.
Baby.
West Coast bias is, friend. So anyway, hey guys, I got to run.
Yeah, no problem.
But, take Cleveland. That's my lock of the week.
All right, love it, Dan. Thanks so much for coming on the program.
Thank
you for having me. All right, good to see you, Andrew.
Later.
Have a good one.
All right, now let's dig into the picks.
Let's go.
Let's fuck up some picks.
Let's go.
All right, starting with the 6:30 a.m. Frankfurt game, Dolphins at Chiefs. Line I'm seeing on ESPN is Chiefs -1.5. On my book, it actually is Chiefs -2. What line are you seeing?
I'm seeing 1.5 now. It moved like as of 20 minutes ago.
You're seeing 1.5?
Yeah, I moved like 20 minutes ago.
All right. Well, do you have a play on this game?
So we've talked about this whole like London, Germany bullshit. Like,
yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it.
I'm done. I'm just looking at this game as a neutral field. Like, the big kicker in this would be because the Dolphins home crowd is but like playing at the Chiefs, this would definitely be in a later slot. Like, that's a whole different ball game, obviously. I look at that as a neutral field. I'm not going to fucking think about anything we thought about, the travel, any of that bullshit. I think this is going to be a track meet, and I think the Dolphins win.
Okay. I'm with you.
I think this is going to be a track meet, dude. Like, up and down. Dude, turns out, like, on PFF, I was just kind of looking at it because the Chiefs D at the beginning of the season, we were like, this is unreal. The Chiefs look like, the Steelers, like, crazy good defense, weird, ugly games. The Dolphins' defense is ranked higher than them. So, like, the Chiefs D's falling off. Yeah, Chiefs is 10, Dolphins is, like, 8, which was really fucking mind-blowing to me. But it's still 8 and 10 is still, like, obviously up there. But, like, either way, dude, I'm hoping this is the game, and how I see it going is the game we all want, which is, like, 60 points. We'll fucking see. I mean, London unders. There's every narrative in the world is out there for these games, and I'm just not going to have any of it.
The
And
Frank for under.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is one of these games like Bills Chiefs playoff game where it comes down like who has the ball last. I think it's going to be one of those, and the Dolphins pull it up.
Dude, like this is one of those. I can't really remember another version of this where like, well, maybe the Toy Story game, but like this is you have to be up and ready to go
dude.
by 6:15. You got to be ready to fucking go because this is just you can't. I mean, this is too good of a primetime game. I'm with you. I'm leaning. I'm leaning Dolphins. In fact, if this line was either way, 1.5, I would. Whoever's the underdog, I would just tease it up and tease it with the Bills because I think both of the games. I mean,
God, dude, it's not gonna be hard to wake up for this game though because Chiefs Dolphins like.
Oh yeah.
Roll out of bed and turn this on, and immediately you're awake. Like you don't even need a fucking coffee for this game, dude. But
so like we're gonna have to bet the game.
Also, 95% of the cash is on the Chiefs.
Really?
Like, yeah. It screams Dolphins like have the ball ass and win this game. Over under 51 seems low.
Dude, it does.
I know that's high for the NFL this year because we've seen so many like over unders at like 38 this year, but 51 still seems a little bit low. I don't know why.
Dude, also with like how many fucking dog shit quarterbacks and offenses we're gonna be watching all day, this is like just a gift from the gods. But
yeah.
So my big question with this game is like, all right, the Dolphins have lost the 2 games where they've played, an upper echelon team, a top 25% of the league type team. So the Bills and why am I blanking? The Bills and what was their other loss?
Eagles.
Bills and Eagles. Okay. So obviously the Bills defense was pretty damn good back then. I think they still had Milano. So the Bills defense was still super physical. My question is like, are the Dolphins like, what is the reason for them losing those 2 games? Is it just once they start playing good competition, like they don't look nearly the same and they kind of just beat up on bad teams? Is it maybe physical teams that are physical with the O-line, physical in the trenches can get to them? Because
I mean the Dolphins and the Dolphins the last couple of years they've lost against like good teams, like big games they've lost. Yeah. And they obviously tend to beat up on shitty defenses, and then you face a team like even the Patriots this year, dude, like slowed them down a lot, and that was all because the Patriots D is not that good. That was all game planning.
Yeah.
So like I feel like when they go up against a huge team, like the script might be there, because these big games are losing, and like I said, the Patriots D is not that good, so it doesn't explain like, oh, you just have a talented defense, like because at the end of the day, they're just gonna beat you with speed no matter who you are. But if you put together a good like game plan defensively, like I feel like they've gotten a little bit exposed. And you just see those games sometimes, like you saw it against the Patriots, you saw it against the Eagles, where it's just like it doesn't look like the same Dolphins. And I'm like a little worried that'll happen here, but I don't know. This neutral site, like I don't know.
Yeah, so then like I'm just like I'm on the Dolphins, but I'm just building the case against them.
I mean, the case against them is just like Spagnuolo putting together like a crazy good defensive game plan and slowing them down enough, and then the Chiefs have to have a game on offense like they have in previous years, I think.
And and then you're like, oh, and Mahomes coming off his worst game, blah blah blah. But and then the big consideration for me is just like, can Chris Jones just wreck this game? Because it does seem like Tua, when there's interior pressure, tends to melt down a little bit. But all of that said, I just think the spot also is just really good for the Dolphins. Like, I know that we're throwing all the dumb international travel shit out of the handicap. Well, I'm going to include a little bit of it because I just like the fact, based on what we've seen this year, previous years, I like the fact that the Dolphins got there early in the week. The Chiefs are getting there late. I just think it's
coming off a bye.
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
No. Remember they played the Broncos last week.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So it's just like a lot of travel for the Chiefs. They went from Kansas City all the way to Denver, had to play at altitude. Mahomes has the flu. They play like their worst game of the season. It's terrible. Then they fly back to Kansas City. And then on Thursday they fly to Frankfurt. Like, it just seems like a fuck ton of travel. Marquez Valdez-Scantling already like came out kind of like complaining about it. I just don't think the spot's that good. If there's any lingering sickness with Mahomes, like, this is not a good spot. And the Chiefs receivers, like, no one's scared of the Chiefs receivers. They're like, I just can't really see. It's freaky to say, but like, the Chiefs need to kind of depend on their defense in this game. And I'm not sure how good their defense is, because it looked really good at the beginning of the year. But these past couple of weeks, it's looked meh. And it just, I don't know. Like, it seems like the Dolphins, they're going to be able to put up points against the Chiefs. And I honestly don't know, like, other than Travis Kelce, like, yeah, teams are scared of Travis Kelce, but just they're not just going to be able to move it at the same level versus the Dolphins. So I think you have to go Dolphins here, just getting points.
The other weird thing to think about is their last 3 games. So, like, they had that win against the Chargers where they looked good. Then the other last 2 games have been against the Broncos, and that first Broncos game was ugly. Like, they did not look good there. Like, their defense looked good there, but they only beat the Broncos by, like, what? They beat the Broncos 19-8, then just lost to the Broncos. And
I know. And if you want to go common opponent on that, things start looking pretty weird.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. And like, before that, like, Vikings win by 7, Jets win by 3. Like, the wins haven't been amazing.
No, not at all. Not at all. So yeah, it's just crazy NFL, man. Like, last week, it felt like, oh, there's the breaking point. Kansas City's the best team again, but no. Mahomes. Also, I heard, like, in terms of QBR, like, Mahomes, that was like the worst game Mahomes has played last week, and like 4 of his like worst 20 games played have all been this year. So. It's just teams aren't afraid of the receiver, so they're actually pressuring him, and it's tough. So yeah. But again, I mean, I will bet this game just because it's a standalone game and we're going to be watching.
I'm going to feel so stupid though if like the Chiefs win, because it's like getting Mahomes under a field goal is so rare. But
I know. Yeah, go Fins, baby.
Go Fins.
All right, next game.
Are we going to do the Thursday night game last or right now?
Yeah, let's do the Thursday night game last. And then we can like really stress over like maybe building some like same game parlay or something. All right. Falcons. Tyler. Wait, what is it? Heineke. What's Heineke's first name? Taylor. I don't know why I wanted to say Trevor. Taylor Heineke's Atlanta Falcons. Just another gross game where it's 37.5 over under. They're favored by 4 at home versus the Vikings. I mean, I wouldn't touch this game. I don't know about you. I don't know anything about this Vikings backup. Jaren Hall, who the hell is that? We know that Dobbs. He's shitty enough that they traded for Dobbs. So
Dobbs might play.
Oh, Dobbs might play.
Yeah.
Oh, because he's such a rocket scientist.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I know. I heard he might play. God damn. I mean, either way though, like, it's such a tough spot, and the line hasn't really moved since Dobbs. So, but I've just heard he might play. Either way, yeah, this is a complete stay away game. You would think if it was this other guy, the line would be way different than -4 though, right? Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this Falcons team should be favored -4 over anybody.
Yeah. I mean, either way, this is like one of the biggest games I feel like in Atlanta in a while. Like, they haven't been relevant in so long, and being at 4-4, I know that's like not good in their eyes based on how they started. But either way, like, this team and like the quarterbacks they have being here at this time of year, especially like with their division, we knew it wasn't going to be good. That was obvious just based on the overall talent there. But like, they have a very, I wouldn't say clear path to the playoffs, but like, it's definitely doable. Like, with that division, like Saints, Panthers, and Bucks, like, who's coming out of that division? Like, to me, I think the Falcons are number 1, and like they have a game at home against another 4-4 team. I know people look at this and they're like, oh, just say it's Dobbs and Ritter. It's like, oh my God, look at these fucking quarterbacks. But either way, these teams are both 4-4, and the Vikings were 1-4. We completely wrote them off. And depending on their quarterback situation, like if they win this game, they're 5-4. And like there's been rare, like few teams in the NFL to ever start 1-4 and come back and make the playoffs. So like it's like a pretty good story for both teams. And either way, it's a huge, huge fucking game for both.
Yeah. Not a huge game for me though. I don't know. I mean,
No.
the Falcons always make their way onto my fucking television, but
Oh, I'm like,
I guess I'll probably have it on for a little bit.
I kind of like this game, dude. I don't know why, but
all right, let's circle that game. That's something else I wanted to do this week is like, let's figure out our YouTube TV boxes ahead of time because I hate having to scramble. So I would say circle that game. Falcons.
Describe what the YouTube TV boxes are for people that don't know.
It's basically you get 4 selections, 1 red zone typically, and then 3 games. Some
and
days though,
there's like 15 options, so you gotta like scramble last minute.
There's so many fucking options.
There's a couple ways to go about it though. It's like you could do the top 3 games, but they're also just gonna show those games on red zone. So sometimes you want like
facts
game.
Yeah, especially these low scoring games, bro. Like you might never see anything. I don't think I saw any Jets Giants last week.
Yeah, and it's like I had money on it, so like I might as well like pop it in there. So
so that's a maybe. All right, let's move on to Dan's best bet. Another game, fucking over under 37.5, just disgusting. We got the Browns at home versus the Cardinals. Browns coming off a loss, -8. Ugh. I mean, the Cardinals quarterback is going to be, I already forget his name. CJ Toon, 1 for 1 for 4 yards on the year.
Damn.
I mean, it's you got Kyler coming back in a week. You just traded away Dot. I mean, I don't fucking know. All I know is that I don't think PJ Walker should be favored by 8 points, even anywhere. I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
I don't know.
I mean, this over-under is 37.5, and they're an 8-point favorite. They're saying Arizona is literally not going to score.
Yeah. I don't know why, dude, but I fucking love the Cardinals here.
Yeah.
I love it. We've gotten away from the playing hard bullshit, but then I saw it last week again, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yes.
A team that plays hard, like against PJ Walker on the road, everyone in the public's on the Browns, like, I don't know, man. Like, it feels like one of those weird games where a new quarterback comes in, plays weirdly well, like Levis did last week. I don't fucking know, dude. It's a coin flip, but I love the Cardinals. I love it.
Dude, I did hear.
Why not?
What is this fool's name again? I mean, I guess I just don't care.
I agree, though. Like, PJ Walker by 8.5 seems a little ridiculous to me.
A little ridiculous.
But like no matter what team he was on besides like the Niners, Eagles, like I don't know. They haven't like at the end of the day, PJ Walker's been a good story, but let's not say that he's like anything good.
No, he throws like below 50% completion.
And it's so easy to write off the Cardinals too. Like the Browns still have that ability to come out and score like 3 to 6 points in the first half.
Yeah.
Like that's always been a thing, and their defense has not been playing well either. Like they just gave up a shitload of points against the Colts and the Seahawks, which is Gardner Minshew and Geno Smith, who has not been that good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not a best bet, but I guess Cardinals +8.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, interesting game, sort of. 38.5. Packers at home, laying 3 to the Brett Rippin Rams, the banged up Brett Rippin Rams. Stafford, I guess, it's not 100% that it's Rippin.
Is Stetson Bennett hurt still?
Yeah.
God damn. Apparently he looked not bad in the preseason, but is Stafford for sure out?
Oh, wait, KJL1. Wait. Oh, Kevin Lehman said the Browns D may put up 14 points. Cass, let's leave Vegas out of this and go hod to hod. That's interesting. I mean, if you like the Cardinals and you can get them no vig in a hod to hod bet, that's kind of worth it.
Yeah, it's true.
And you could always hedge by putting like something on Browns D to score a touchdown or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what did you mean when you said they weren't going to score anything?
Me?
Yeah. So, like, how many points in theory would they score with that over-under?
Like, what's the implication? Like,
I'm seeing like the team totals because you were like they're not going to score shit.
like the
Like,
Browns.
that is writing into Kev's narrative, which is like they're going to give up maybe 7 to 10 points with that over-under at 37. I'm seeing what the team totals are.
20 to 20.
Yeah, 23-14 are the team totals.
23-14.
Yeah, that does seem like shit. Like, giving up 14 points to the Cardinals does seem like a lot with that defense.
Yeah, but the Cardinals also, I mean, PJ Walker is turnover happy. The Cardinals might get a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, who knows?
It's just
that's
gross.
too big of a question mark, but whatever.
Yeah, you can figure that out on your own time, Tyrod. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Back to this Packers-Rams game. So right now Stafford is questionable, but unlikely to play. That's the latest.
Okay.
So
God,
with that said,
I feel like in the past this would be such like a Fox game of the week slot, just such a good game.
I know.
And it just
good uniform matchup.
Yeah, these franchises just flipped. Dude, this might be the most unwatchable game of the day if Stafford doesn't play.
I know.
I'm not kidding. Like, whoever that quarterback is against Jordan Love, like, I think the Packers have been the most unwatchable offense, questionably, in the league this year. Like, it's been that fucking bad. And I think Vegas has no idea what to do with this spread, so they just put the home team at -3. That's what it feels like. And I wish I had a lean because I have no fucking idea either. The one thing I'll take is, like, a better coach team. And I guess then that's taking a team on the road, but like a better coach team and a team that's looked better throughout the year and not watching Jordan Love play. But then on the other side, we have a huge question mark. But I think this is the most unwatchable game of the day. I have no fucking lean on this game, and I probably won't watch a second of it.
I mean, if the Packers are in a free fall right now, they need a win. I mean, this should be a win. Lane 3, I don't know. Honestly, if I had a lean right now, I guess it'd be the Packers, probably. Getting 3 right now, and then you just have to assume when Stafford is announced out, it's probably going to balloon to 4.5. So, yeah, I'll take the Packers. I mean, they can score a little bit, and the Rams defense fucking sucks. So if they don't have Matt Stafford, that's the worst team in the league, isn't it? The Rams without Matthew Stafford.
It's got to be, it's got to be close.
I mean, would you take the Packer? Who else is a dog shit team? Would you take Packers -3 versus the Cardinals right now?
No.
You wouldn't? Okay, so you're just going to stay off this game.
Yeah.
Okay. Tom Pierce said, are you guys going to do top DraftKings picks? I think at the end we'll do something for Thursday Night Football, maybe using the Sleeper app because that's all we have in California. But let's build like some sort of propped out freaking parlay for sure. Drake London out of practice again with the groin issue. True. Also forgot to mention him in the Browns game. No more Donovan Peoples-Jones, so maybe a good Elijah Moore game. I don't know. Okay, on to Commanders at Patriots. What line are you seeing for this?
Commanders, Patriots, I have +3. Commies.
+3. See, this is one of those games where he opened 2.5, and I liked the Patriots because this is like the classic. We've looked at the Commander schedule all year, and it is like they show up, then they shit the bed. Show up, shit the bed. Show up, shit the bed. This is a shit the bed spot after they showed up last week, after they just unloaded Chase Young and Montez Sweat. But at the same point, then it got up to 3.5. Then I actually liked the Commanders. But now it's at 3. And I would say I slightly lean Commanders. What are your thoughts?
The up and down thing, like I want to play into that, but it's like how much can Sam Howell do this again? Like he just torched the Eagles secondary. And now you're telling me he's going to go to one of the worst defenses in the league and just lay a fucking egg? Like, it does happen in the NFL and happens all the time, but it's like, are you going to have like 2 consistent weeks for once in your life? And if there's any team you're going to go into and come off like a very good game against the Eagles and then come in with some confidence and be like, hey, we're 3-5. We need to fucking win and have a good game. This seems like the time to do that. Number 1, I'm not going to bet on the Patriots. Number 2, I think Sam Howell actually has a good back-to-back week. And I know the Patriots have, like, they beat the Bills. Dolphins lost. They did not look convincing at all. And then they lost to the Raiders. So, hate to shit on my own team, but, like, let's not act like the Patriots have turned everything around here at all. I know they didn't have a shot to playoffs, but everyone's starting to talk like that. Oh, they're going back to the Belichick we thought, which was going to be, they'll stay in games and play hard with the roster they have. Well, the roster still sucks, and Mac Jones still sucks. So I expect the Commanders to go in and Sam Howell actually to have a relatively decent game. This over-under at 41 is wild. Like, that is...
You think it's going to shoot up?
And I think it will go under still. But the one thing that scares me is obviously the Commanders moving off those 2 pass rushers, because it's like, where's the morale of your team? Because it's pretty much saying, like, we're not going to do shit this year. Like, I know they're 3-5, but that's just kind of like nail in the coffin there. But that's the one thing that worries me. But at the end of the day, like, it's the NFL. People are playing hard. They're fighting for jobs. And it does feel like, too, no matter where the Patriots are in their season, playing the Patriots is still a big deal. Playing in Foxborough is a big deal. Like, I think the Commanders show up and play a decent game, and like them also getting points against the Patriots just feels like a good bet to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that they're probably closer to equal teams. So again, that would tell me that this line, the Commanders are getting too many points, I think, is the thesis. Now, I would love it if it would balloon back to 3.5. I'm going to make it. I'm converting from a lean to a like. I'm saying Commanders +3 is the first of my best bets. I actually think that the trading away of Sweat and Chase Young, while ultimately is a bad portent for the rest of the season, usually that means there's a good uptick. Like the first game after the trades, there's going to be a big uptick, because it's kind of like desperation mode. Also, the guys that are sliding into those slots, like all of a sudden, they are getting an opportunity. Also, the defense was dog shit already, so it can't get that much fucking worse. And if you're like to attack the Commanders' defense, you do it through the air. Teams throw all over this team. Mac Jones just lost the only wide receiver he's even thrown a touchdown to this year, Kendrick Bourne, who had, I think, 40% of their passing touchdowns caught, or receiving touchdowns on the year. Kendrick Bourne, by far their number 1 receiver. I think he was leading the team in receiving yards at like 250 at this point in the year. Is crazy. So now it's like Demario Douglas, the corpse of Devontae Parker, maybe Hunter Henry. I don't know, Stevenson in the pass game. I just don't think that I don't think the Patriots are prolific enough to even take advantage of what the weak spots in this Commanders team. And I think you're right. I think Heineke is getting a little bit better. Only 1 sack versus he was taking 5 sacks versus everybody they played. He's by far on the way surpassing David Carr's pace for the most sacks ever. I think the past 2 weeks is only 2 sacks total. So maybe he's getting a little bit better. He's getting the ball out quicker. And I just got to say, I think they buck the trend. I think Rivera right now feels the heat, because that clearly was an ownership move, getting rid of those players. Yeah. They did the 2-for-1 special. He traded Harden and those guys in the same day, because he's the Philly owner. So yeah, I mean, Ron Rivera, he's not long for this team, for this league. So I think they pull this one out. I think they win it. I actually kind of like Commanders money line, but yeah, +3, got to take it all day.
Yeah, might as well sprinkle a little bit on the money line. What do you got next?
But Tom Pierce said Washington is the worst team against the pass in the league and traded good defensive player at the deadline. Just saying. Yeah, I totally understand. Just don't think it's the matchup where that they take advantage of that. All right, next is What is next? Dun, 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 dun. Keep exiting out. Okay. Bears at Saints. Like, let's talk about this game. Unless you have a pick on this game, let's talk about it for like 1 second because I hate this fucking game. Saints minus 8.5.
Bears. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, teabag. Kind of. I don't know. Kind of like they maybe Bears if you had to make a pick. I don't know. Yeah,
Not watching.
Not watching. Ravens Seahawks. This is definitely being watched. This is definitely in one of my boxes. Ravens at home, open 4.5, all the way up to 6. Man, do you have a pick on this game? I think that I will say I'll take the Seahawks plus 6 as one of my best bets.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the other way on a best bet, but this is the second best game of the day, and I love it too because it's just not the early game, like, you know, hopefully not. Don't want to talk into existence, but it ends up being like an average low scoring game. Like this could be the best game of the day, like on paper, best game in the 10 o'clock slot. I feel like the Seahawks is going to be a super popular bet here because like of how well they played, you know, getting 6 points. I feel like some people might think this would be like -4 or 5, but this line shows, you know, how much better the Ravens are than the Seahawks, I think. Because, like, with the 2 points Vegas gives you for being at home, like, they say they're 4 points better than the Seahawks, which I think, like, speaks volumes. -6 might seem like a little intimidating, dude, but I think just up and down the Ravens are such a better team. Like, their offense with all these running backs, it's been like a plug and play, which is pretty obvious how good a team is when you're able to do that. And their defense has been, like, so solid this year. Their pass rush is so good, and like putting Geno under a lot of pressure, which they're going to do this week. Like Geno already's looked a little bit shaky in some of these games, and like there's no consistency. He's thrown a lot of second half interceptions, and like that is something you cannot do against the Ravens on the road. And I think, dude, they're just going to throw everything they can at him, get him under pressure, and just pray he makes mistakes. And I think he will. And I think this defense is going to take over the game.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess the way I'm thinking about it is like the Seahawks are one of the best teams in the league at this point, and I don't think the Ravens are 4 points better than them. Now, maybe you could talk me into it's the Lamar just dominates versus the NFC teams. That's a little scary, and it's at home. That's scary, but I'm trying to think of like what other like, you know, certified stamped good team has been a 6-point underdog this year. And it's really, you know, it was like the Bengals were 6-point underdogs to the Niners when like at open, but of course it got immediately bet down, the Sam Darnold news, and then it never made its way back up to 6. I think the Seahawks are too good of a team to be 6-point underdogs anywhere. Like if they were 6-point underdogs at Kansas City, I don't think I would. I'm trying to think of another team where I would take the -6 versus the Seahawks. I think
Niners, but that's in division. I don't think.
Yeah, that's in division. I don't think you can. So
Dolphins.
I don't think so. I think it'd be 4.5 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's scary, but I think I had got to just trust that the Seahawks are good. +6.
Yeah.
This will be a good ass game.
The one thing on top of that, the Ravens lead the league in sacks, so that's kind of where I was going with that. But I never thought these two teams would be first place in their division. So, and the Ravens maybe, but having both these teams first place in their division this late in the year is pretty crazy.
It is crazy. I just like the vibes with the Seahawks. Now you're in first place. You just traded for you know, a couple guys. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Smith-Njigba is looking good too. Like they finally got him in like a solid role in the offense, but
yeah,
we'll see. This game's gonna come down to Geno 110%.
Yeah,
like, they're gonna make him throw the ball and they're gonna blitz. And
I think it's gonna be just the key thing for me is just like they can't let themselves get behind to this Ravens team because that's when I'm really scared of the Ravens is when they're ahead. Okay, next game, Texans home -3 versus the Bucks. I'm on Houston.
Oh yeah.
-3, baby.
Oh yeah. The one thing that scares me is like cash is on Houston. Overall tickets aren't. But cash is on Houston. Dude, this might make a way into my box, in my quad box.
Yeah, I think
don't
they
know
could
why.
make it into my box.
But so Baker did not look convincing at all against the Bills. I know they're coming off 10 days of rest, versus 7. That's important going on the road. But back-to-back road games, number one, don't like that at all. That offense looked shitty. I mean, even with that, to cover the spread at the end of the fourth quarter, it was so many penalties in order to cover that spread, which is a prayer. Thank you. But the Texans D has been good with D'Amico Ryan still. I'll continue to harp on that week over week. And I think they come at Baker pretty hard, and I'm not sure how many answers he'll have for it. Dameon Pierce is also questionable. That's a huge part of their offense, which scares me a little bit. But the Bucs,
I think Singletary. I like Singletary.
Yeah. The Bucs, though, God, this is such a big game for them because dropping to 3-5, their season gets very shaky. They'll still be in it with that division, but I don't know, man. It just feels like it's time for the Bucs to move on. This Godwin's Evans thing, it's run its course. No matter how bad Baker is, like I said last week, he's never going to get you above 9 wins, no matter the situation. But having those weapons still, they should be better. Todd Bowles just doesn't seem like a good coach. He seems just like a coordinator, just sits there with no facial expressions. Doesn't seem like the team cares that much. And the Texans have a ton of passion behind him with a rookie head coach. It seems like it'll go that way. I don't like that the cash is all over the Texans, but I just don't like what I'm seeing from the Bucs, and I think their season slowly starts to fizzle.
Yeah, the other thing I'll throw into this is that Baker Mayfield has a lingering knee issue. So he played through it versus the Bills. I did not think he looked good. And he's just, if you remember back to when he was on the Browns, he's just, because of his stature and all that, he needs to be 100%. He does not do well with lingering injuries. So I think that also is part of it for me. Yeah. So this is a little bit interesting game. Not, it's a contender to make it in the box. Okay, that actually is the last of the 10 a.m.s, if I'm correct. So who are we putting in our box? Seahawks, Ravens.
Yeah.
Seahawks, Ravens. I mean, I think I'll put Commanders I'll put Commanders Patriots in my box.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Surprise.
I got Vikings Falcons in there. I know you didn't like that game.
Yeah, that
I got Vikings Falcons, Seahawks Ravens, then Bucs Texans.
All right, you know what? I'll do what you're doing in the second half, but the first half I'll do Commies Pats. That's how.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends. Second half depends where the games are. So.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
We move on to Stafford plays, that game could be so much more interesting.
That's true.
Obviously, but.
Okay, we move on to the afternoon games. We only have 3 games. Scary. Okay, first game is the ultimate. It's trying to fucking drag us back in, and I just won't let it. Colts at the Panthers, -2.5. Fuck, I want to do it. I want to do it. But I told myself.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it?
Yes.
Oh, God damn it.
Dude, I'm doing it.
Fuck.
We said last week because the Colts have fucked us so hard. Fucked us. But I just love this spot. Again, coming off a loss, going to Carolina. Carolina played good for the first time. They're still shit. And the Colts season, it's over if they lose this game. And it's they need a win. And it doesn't seem like that much to ask. I know it's at Carolina, but playing the Panthers, come on, dude. Come on. The Panthers have the 28th best. The Panthers have the 28th best defense in the league. The Colts are going to run it down the throat.
All right, I'm on the Colts as a best bet.
Let's just get behind our boy Minshew one time. Next week, Next week
All
we're
right,
done.
next week. All right, who do they have next week? We have to figure that out. It's very important.
No, they're home against the Patriots. We're gonna love that.
Oh,
What's the look ahead
God.
line? Is there a look ahead line?
Oh no.
Or if they're 2.5, it's free.
Oh, dude, no. Let's stay the fuck away from that. It's in Germany.
Okay. Well, no. What do you mean stay away? It's the only game on at that time.
Oh, fuck.
Are you just not gonna bet the Germany game? Get the hell out of here. You're gonna watch a game and not gamble on it when it's the only one there? That's like the one
right.
rule. That's the
All right.
one rule is you do the Thursday. Obviously, you're gonna do the 10 a.m. slots, and then every 1 p.m. unless there's 4 games, and Sunday and Monday unless you're a fucking psycho.
Dude, I don't like the fact that they have that game the following week. I don't know. I might be back off
You
the
think-
Colts.
It's not like a look ahead game, dude. They need to win this to keep their season alive.
Okay, but I do like it as a look ahead for our Commanders bet for the Patriots.
Okay, then write it off there. We're on the Colts.
Fuck. All right, we're on the Colts.
If this gets to 2, would you consider going money line?
No, I'm no
Okay.
psycho. I ain't no
All
psycho.
right,
for that.
man.
All right.
Seems like a smart play, but okay.
All right, we're gonna have to circle around at the end because I feel like I'm gonna end up with 7 best bets.
Oh,
Last time the Taliban
on top
attacked
of
the
that-
Patriots, no sweat. It was a battle for the ages. Served to be in the box, IMO. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Taliban
The Taliban attacking Patriots. Okay.
deserves a box.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh God, this is like maybe. I'm not gonna say
Wait,
it's my
one last thing
favorite.
on that game.
Yeah.
Last thing on that game. 76% of the cash is on the Panthers. That's another reason.
All right.
to love
The Colts defense is fucking dog shit. I
the Colts.
also
So is the Panthers.
I know, but like I like Stroud's. Like I like fantasy props in this game.
Okay. All right. We'll move on.
All right. We'll move on. All right. Raiders at home. The new look Raiders with Aiden O'Connell and some random ass fucker at coach. The QB coach is going to be calling plays. Giants likely to have Daniel Jones visiting at the Raiders. I love the Giants. I fucking
Can we
love
give a quick round of applause here? We got rid of McDaniels. I know you don't like
Yeah.
it, but massive. I've been
Good for
waiting
you.
for that since last fucking year, dude. Thank God. Did you see? I'm gonna have you play a clip real quick of the new coach. You might remember him. He was on the Giants a while back, Pierce linebacker. But so Devontae Adams, like in the locker room today, just a bunch of videos of him like fucking around, like playing basketball. Just seems like the happiest man in the world, dude. And my reason, but like, dude, everyone hated McDaniels. Like, they've made jokes about Renfro coming in. I mean, that guy hasn't got a target all year, but I think they're gonna have that vibe this week of like, we got nothing to lose sort of deal.
You think it's that first the week after first coach fired bump?
Yeah, and like that, like new head coach, young head coach, like us against the world kind of shit. Dude, I really think it's a huge weight off everyone's shoulders getting McDaniels out of the locker room because, dude, he is like, from what I've heard, he's a dick. And there's one thing when you're a dick on the Patriots when you're winning, and there's one thing when you're a complete dick when it's your fault and you're losing. Like, there's no one worse in the world when you're playing sports and you have a coach that's an absolute asshole and you're losing and it might be their fault and you think that. And you're going to think that in the NFL. Like, Devontae Adams is like, okay, dude, you're not throwing me the fucking ball. Like, I'm the best player on the team. You're not throwing me the ball, and you're just going to sit there and bitch and not blame it on yourself. So,
to be fair, he did have
like,
2 touchdowns to him last week that just were Jimmy G'd away.
Yeah, I do think too. Usually with rookie quarterbacks, I've tried to find the trend, but it's usually like one of their first 2 games they have a weirdly good game, kind of like Levis had. But O'Connell had a really terrible first go around, so maybe his like weirdly good game is this week, and it's against the Giants. It's at home. Like, rally around the rookie head coach, brand new head coach, young guy. Like, grew up in LA, grew up in Compton. Like, grew up a Raider fan. Like, he said that in oppressor this week. So, I mean, if you want bias, there it is for you, but I like the Raiders.
Are we thinking maybe the overs in play? I mean, this is interesting. The Raiders team total has not gone. They're the only team this year. It's not gone over one game. I think it's 19 and a half.
They've only scored 20 points once.
So, do we like the over?
At 44, yeah.
No, it's 37 and a half.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's also betting on a Giants Raiders over.
I know it's gross, but Daniel Jones first game back, Raiders defense. I mean, I believe that Crosby's going to sack him like 8 times, but I mean, that could be good for the over.
This one's for Basasha. It is. We need him back, dude. He should have been the head coach. Yeah, I don't have a play on the over-under. But I like the men in silver and black.
I like a few of the Raiders player props. I like Crosby over half sack. I like Devontae Adams over everything. Because there's just no way they don't force feed him the ball. And O'Connell did do a good job. He did a good job force feeding him the ball in his one start.
Yeah.
But I'm on the Giants and I love it.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. Giants +2. Yeah, I mean, this is just
you're a guy that's on the Giants.
Dude, it is just such poor team building. I feel like
you're betting on the New York Football Giants, like one of the worst teams in the league.
Are they?
Yes. What do you mean? All right, whatever.
I know. Okay. Yeah, I know. And I'm like, Daniel Jones is coming back.
What do you mean? We just did stick a fork in it. Like, the season's over. We got nothing to lose right now.
Yeah, true. All right. Then, okay, next game is Cowboys at the freaking Eagles. All right. Where's our alt line Cowboys god? Because, my God, we really should have been listening. Give me an alt line that you like this week because I'm on the Cowboys. Another best bet, Cowboys.
You're on Cowboys? I'm on Eagles.
Ooh. I'm a huge anti-Eagles guy.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've digged up Ryan just hates the Eagles because they're the better team in the NFC than the Niners right now. Maybe. You just shit on my Raiders, so there you go.
Yeah, fair.
I don't trust Dak in this situation. Do you?
I do. He's good versus the Eagles.
In Philly?
Yeah.
Night game?
I like it.
Yeah. That's the one thing people got to remember is when they throw East Coast teams in this late slot, I would consider it a night game pretty much.
That's true.
Especially after daylight savings, like this is a nighttime game. It's a 4:30 kickoff, and we're dark in an hour. It's a night game in Philly. Dak going in there? No.
Dude, part of my handicap is just I think Jalen Hurts is injured. His knees kind of messed up. They ran the fake up 14. They ran the fake Philly special or fake brotherly shove last week, which tells me, I mean, why would you want to do that?
Oh my God, you are digging way too much into this.
No, dude. I mean, seriously, why would you break that one out up 14 versus the Commanders? Yeah, like that to me feels like they don't want to run Jalen because it's the time to practice it. Or it's the time to practice it, or they're just trying to put it on tape versus the Cowboys to stress them out. But I think Jalen Hurts had one rush going into the late in the fourth quarter. Somehow he ended up with 4. But I'm just building that in as something, a little bit of something. I just think that they're pretty even teams. And I think if we can throw out if we throw out the Niner result, the Cowboys are pretty legit.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here. But that's also just throwing out a game against one of the best teams in the league.
True.
Like you could say that about the Dolphins, and they're still that good. And that's how they've been historically. Like they can't beat the big team, and we can just, you played shitty against one of the better teams, but you beat up on the shitty ones. but they have looked good outside of that game. The one thing I would have against the Eagles is Howell just torched their secondary.
Torch.
So if Dak plays a good game, who knows? But I just don't think he's gonna.
Yeah.
And I just I thought this was gonna be 4 or 5. I was shocked at this line. And just anytime that happens to me, I'm going like in the way I am. I don't trust him in this situation. It's his biggest game of the year. This is way bigger than the Niner game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because the Eagles have a better record, and this is an in-division game. Maybe he's been good against the Eagles, but like this just sets up for Dak going in there and just laying a fucking egg, dude.
I'm just waiting for Philly to get caught. Why are
Will you not feel dumb?
No.
Will you, if you bet against the Eagles at home, like you just see Dak just fucking botch it like you did against the Niners?
Dude, I think the Cowboys win this one. I think that also I think about like the Eagles have a huge look ahead. Well, I mean, they're not going to be looking ahead in this game, but they do play at Kansas City the following week. That's not great. God, I don't know. Chat, help us out. I love the Cowboys. +3. I'm going to have a tease of the Cowboys. I'm going to tease the Cowboys and the Dolphin. No, the Cowboys and who else is getting 2.5? I had a tease in my mind. Where is it? All right, 1 second while I open the tease. Oh, this is the tease. The tease is Titans +10.5, Cowboys +10.5, Bills +10.
What was the third one?
Bills +10.
Or second, sorry.
Cowboys +10.5.
Yeah.
First one is Titans +10.5 tonight.
Yeah, I like that one the most. I was thinking Cowboys scares me the most.
The boys. All right. Well, we can move off. We can move off this game. I mean, those are 3 good afternoon games, though. Like, I'll be excited for all of them, especially now that I'm so heavily invested on the Colts.
Yeah. And, like, the morning, I mean, there's a shitload of games. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 in the morning. Great Germany game. This game. And then now we'll get to this fucking fantastic game at night.
Fantastic. You got the Buffalo Bills going into Cincinnati, on to Cincinnati. Cincinnati laying 2 points. So they're basically saying they're equal teams. Wait, is it 2? It is 2. Right? Yeah. 2. Over under 49.5. All right. This is another best bet, baby.
Really?
Give me the Buffalo Bills +2. Circle the fucking wagons.
Oh, okay. Why do you like them?
So my whole handicap is basically the Bengals have had one good game. Now, granted, it was fantastic, but they've had one good game and they've already been upgraded to the same, like they're now priced the exact same as the Bills. That seems a little dramatic. Now, I get it. I do get it. It was a big game. The narrative is perfect for them being a different team now after the bye and the health and the Joe Burrow of it all. But I think that Bengals game was more about the Niners than the Bengals. The Niners were their defense was Swiss cheese. They completely self-combusted the past 2 weeks. Their team's just everything's taken a nosedive, offense, defense, but especially the defense. And you could see it. Kirk Cousins did the exact same thing as Joe Burrow. Like they both literally looked like the greatest quarterback of all time. Carving the defense up. I think the Bills defense is going to be a little bit different. They're feeling, I don't know. They've got 10 days to prepare for this one. The Bengals just had this big win. It just feels like a good spot to be betting on the Bills. And the only thing that worries me is Josh Allen's health.
Yeah, I like the Bills. The Bills, we've been waiting for this game, and it's coming right now. Right now. Like, everyone's all over fucking Cincy right now, and I don't think there's that good of a reason to be. Like, you had a big win against the Niners, but like, it's been a rocky fucking road like this whole year, and only 2 points. Cincinnati's not a crazy place to play. I know either way, Sunday night game, I'll try to take that handicap out, but like, and then, dude, I've heard some stuff about like Dawson Knox being out. It's like Kincaid's just as good, if not better. Yeah. Josh Allen last week, like for the first time this year, was like getting the ball out quick. Like the offense looked good. Like I think I heard he had like the lowest or shortest like pass time getting out of his hands in the NFL last week. So if they continue to do that, dude, the Cincinnati D has not been amazing. Like they have a good pass rush, but I don't know, dude. It does seem like a good spot for the Bills. It seems like they're the better team, and Vegas, like you said, putting them at even, that doesn't make much sense to me. I think the Bills are a better team. Going to fade the public here, heavy fade, and take what I think is the better team on the road, which is a little scary, but I like it. I think they like, it's not turning their season around, but it's finally like stamping that big win, especially on the road, and get things rolling like into the second half of the playoffs.
Another good stat, low sample size, but teams that beat the Josh Allen Bills in the playoffs the previous year, when they go on to play that same team the next year in the regular season, Josh Allen's 4-0 and 4-0 ATS. So another little nice nugget, like revenge season. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fuck the Bengals.
Like that. Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. All right. Do we
no
want to
recency bias there on the fuck them pick?
Nope, none.
None?
I mean, I have them to win the Super Bowl. I have them to win the AFC. I have Burrow to win MVP. I will say, I don't know what Burrow MVP is down to, but if Burrow shows out, especially if Mahomes loses, if Burrow shows out Sunday Night Football, I think that narrative's going to start getting cooking. Start to get cooking. It's going, yes. All right, Monday Night Football. We'll talk about this one a little bit on Monday or Sunday. You know what? Why don't we do a show on Sunday night, because I don't have to do any Niners obligations.
Sure.
If you're cool with it. All right. Well, then Sunday night, maybe we'll discuss a little bit more the Monday game. I don't have a lean. All I can say is Chargers -3.5 on the road versus the Jets. At the Jets. I have no fucking idea. I have no idea. I don't trust. I don't trust betting the Chargers against anybody on the road over 3, unless it's the Bears with T-Bag.
Jets at home. Yeah, I don't know. They look decent last week, I guess.
They look decent. Yeah. The Jets are. I also like this one. If you're on the Bengals this week, then bet Joe Burrow to win MVP and bet the Bills to miss the playoffs, because I think you can still get some fat money for Bills to miss the playoffs right now. And if the Jets win on Monday, like all of a sudden shit gets wonky. Shit gets real wonky. All right. Let's do Thursday Night Football.
Yeah.
Let's build a sleeper parlay.
Just a pick out there real quick that came from this chart is is Steelers first half total under 17.5.
Really?
Don't ask questions, just take it. First half total under 17.5.
Mm-hmm. So I'm guessing like he just loves the primetime first half under.
Yeah.
But he's not sure about Will Levis. Who knows? Will Levis might be good. So let's just do the team total.
Yeah.
Wait. Are you saying game total or team total?
First half total under 17.5.
Oh, so he likes in the game. Okay.
It's the primetime fade.
Primetime fade?
Yeah.
Is Kenny Pickett quarterbacking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch out for Kenny Pickett in the fourth quarter. All right.
But not the first half.
But not the first. Okay, I like that. Okay, under 17.5. First half. Okay. as far as the actual play on this game.
Give me a first touchdown.
Oh.
I haven't done one yet this year. I might as well.
All right, let's pull up the odds, boys.
Someone rip a few in the comments if there's anyone still watching. Probably.
Yeah, let me look at the sleeper app because they're obviously gonna have better odds. I guess you know what I would say I like Deontay Johnson over receptions. Certainly not yards.
Let's do who is Hopkins in?
Yeah.
Hopkins' longest reception.
Dude. Oh, in the game?
Yeah, those always hit. Shout out Hunt for that one.
Oh, shout out. How about TJ Watt to have a sack?
He hits though.
Why is that not an option? All
That's
right.
a tough one.
Receptions.
Pickens' longest reception and Ringo. Pickens and Hop. I like Pickens more actually. I don't like Hopkins, just hurt. Pickens' longest catch.
Pickens' longest catch.
Yeah.
Dude, the props are kind of like not that good.
I'm not
all right,
good
let's
at props.
figure out. We got to figure out a game script, and then that way we can have some correlation. God, Will Levis, bro. What about a Will Levis?
I don't think he's gonna have a good game.
I kind of like Will Levis over a half interception.
Oh, love that.
I'll do that one parlayed with. Ooh, anytime. I do love these anytime touchdowns. Dude,
wow, wait, that's free, dude. It's minus 170.
Yeah, it's for free. I'm gonna parlay it. I'll parlay that with.
Oh, are you on sleeper?
I'm on sleeper, dude. They are missing a lot of the boys. Jeffrey Simmons to have a sack? No. Bro, how's there no TJ Watt props? Field goals? No. A lot of dead air as we're analyzing. Dude, there's just there's like no.
I hate props.
Oh, okay, what about this? Dude, let's do this. This is the no fun parlay.
No fun?
Yeah, no fun. So like if you go into anytime touchdown on sleeper,
yeah.
Just go under a touchdown for Hopkins.
How do you go under anytime? Okay.
Yeah, you can go under with Hopkins, Pickens, Tajay Spears, Najee, Deontay Johnson.
Tajay Spears. Who else?
Okay. Under.
Yeah,
with
I got
Hopkins,
the first three.
Pickens, Spears, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris.
Oh my God.
Let's see. Treylon Burks, no chance.
This is nuts.
So it's basically.
I don't have that many. Oh wait.
Oh, you can go under a half Will Levis touchdowns. I'm doing it.
Okay. This is like no one's gonna score.
Yeah, that's basically the parlay.
How is it only 5 to win 16?
Dude, that's what I'm trying to figure out now. Oh, I think it's because it's correlated.
What?
They caught us peeking, boys.
They're on to us.
They go down because they're correlated towards just a massive under game.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay, how about this? How about we just pick? How about we do? Okay, Will Levis to have an interception, and then why don't we parlay 2 anytime touchdowns together?
I just did all 6.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I thought you were doing that.
Dude, well, no, it just the odds got so low.
You fuck. Look at this. Look at this.
Dude, not. Oh my God. What were the odds?
10 to win 33
That's so weak ass.
for a 6-legger. That is such a loser, dude.
Oh, that's a loser. All right, what about
Dude, they have this option where it's like hot because it's like that's
Yeah.
exactly what they want you to take.
okay, we could do Will Levis. Okay, we could do Will Levis interception parlayed with Hopkins to have a touchdown and Pickens to have a touchdown is 7-1. Oh, and Najee not to have a touchdown?
What's the category of like the interception?
Oh, there's a category called INT.
Jesus, this has everything. Why is Mahomes a frog, bro?
I didn't see that. Has something to do with Frankfurt?
Look.
What, dude? Oh, he
Go
does
to-
sound like a frog.
Yeah, what? That's the classic PMT shit. Look at
Okay.
go under INT. Okay, what is it?
Okay,
Levis.
it's Levis interception. God, who's the most likely Steeler to get a touchdown?
No one.
No one.
What's that?
right.
That running back.
Oh. Okay. This is what I'm. Okay, let's get on this.
Let's go him first touchdown.
Well, wait. But we got to lock this thing in first.
Okay, Levis. Then what?
Okay, interception for Levis. Anytime touchdown, yes, for Pickens.
I hate that.
I hate it too. And then anytime touchdown.
I have him no touchdown.
I know. Well, now you can hedge.
Okay.
All right.
I've
got
got
one
that's not really.
This is a 14. This is a 14-1.
Okay, I have Pickens and
Levis to have an interception. Najee Harris to not have a touchdown. Pickens to have a touchdown and Hopkins to have a touchdown.
Okay. Where's Hopkins? Oh, yes, touchdown. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus, 10 to win 143.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so unlikely, but I'm down.
I'm in.
Okay, what about
Okay.
is there
Now
first time touchdown on this thing?
Now we got one more. It's my turn.
Yeah. Should we get a little NBA action in there?
Ooh. Oh shit! A lot of starting. Did you try the quad box on NBA?
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's fantastic. Are there that many games tonight?
What about Wemby for 1.5 blocks?
Dude, just send it to me.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Okay. We have Westbrook and Kinji or whatever under 15 receiving yards.
Okay.
Warren anytime TD.
Okay.
Spears under 2.5 receptions.
Okay.
Or over, sorry. Or yeah. And then Henry over rushing and receiving yards.
All right, I'm in.
10 to win 209. What could go wrong?
Dude, did you see that Peyton Pritchard thing from yesterday?
Yeah.
Insane. Dude, the same guy just put one out if you want a tail.
Yeah.
He had CJ McCollum to have 8 rebounds and CJ McCollum to have 8 assists. So you have to like build the parlay.
Oh, that sounds like a chore.
Oh, it's a huge chore. but it's 14-1.
Are we still recording?
Yeah. Because why not?
Why not?
All right. I'll throw, pen on it for the thrill.
What was it again?
McCollum to have 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Kermit Ewing.
What do you mean by Ewing? McCollum.
McCollum boys.
Sorry, one more time. I have
McCollum to have 8 rebounds and 8 assists in the same game.
How do you even build your own parlay? I don't know if I'm in for this.
Oh, it's not on Sleeper.
Oh, I can't do that then. Sorry, boys.
Sorry, boys. Damn. All right, well, hopefully that McCollum shit hits.
I'm gonna sit. I have 15 more minutes. I'm gonna build like 5 more.
Yeah. All right.
Did I just call you so we end this?
Yeah, maybe we do. Well, wait, I got to figure out one last one for the actual game today. Who are we going first touchdown winner? We got to get a first touchdown stress.
What's his name? The Steelers running back.
Najee or Warren?
Warren.
Who's got better odds?
Probably Warren.
Warren is. I've got him at 9-1.
Where the fuck is this? Game props?
Oh, you probably got to do it on your book.
I am. What are you talking about? A book? MVP Wars draft. What the fuck? NFL player props. I forget where this shit is.
Dude, do you have anybody that knows about dope first touchdowns?
Kev.
Dude, the first touch, we got to get the first basket god. He hit Scotty Barnes tonight again. First touchdown.
All right, I gotta get ready.
Yeah, I got to get ready. All right, it's been a great show, and we're signing off right now. Thank you for Cassidy and Ryan, and tail our bets, and we won't pay your losses.